Much of the case for the alphabet soup of sexual and gender confusion today comes down to little more than emotion and personal preference. A person simply loves who they love or identifies with whichever sex they identify. And who are you to stick your nose into that? How dare you, they would say. They have their feelings, you have yours, and nobody's feelings should interfere with anyone else's, right? After all, in a world like ours, increasingly divorced from reality and truth, feelings have become sovereign over all things, haven't they? Yet reality has this unrelenting tendency to keep butting in, forcing us to grapple with important questions like this one. What if the ethic of sovereign feelings and mind your own business isn't really compassionate at all? What if that ethic of self leads to death instead? Research shows that a staggering 41% of transgendered people attempt to kill themselves at some point. That is 10 times more than the general population. LGBT advocates usually blame those suicides on a supposed lack of acceptance, blaming Christians and others holding a traditional sexual ethic for creating a hostile atmosphere. But really, this is an era when Bruce Jenner can change his name to Caitlyn and win the ESPN Courage Award. This is a time when Christians who refuse to participate in same-sex weddings are prosecuted and fined. This is an age in which every culturally prominent voice, from Lady Gaga to the President of the United States, celebrates homosexual and transgendered people. The fact is, to identify as transgendered in today's America is to enter into a protected bubble in which even those who fail to use your preferred pronouns might face massive fines, as they did in New York City. Perhaps, just perhaps, an inhospitable atmosphere is not the problem at all. Perhaps the problem is that rebelling against God's design brings misery. Dr. Paul McHugh, professor of psychiatry at Johns Hopkins University, studied the transgender phenomenon for decades. He says the notion that gender is fluid, something each one of us can decide subjectively, is, quote, doing much damage to families, adolescents, and children, and should be confronted as an opinion without any biological foundation wherever it emerges, end quote. Dr. McHugh adds that we should no more treat it with surgery and hormones than we would treat anorexia with liposuction. Friends, encouraging another human being in a life-threatening delusion is neither love nor tolerance. Quite frankly, it is hatred disguised as compassion. Real love is willing to do the difficult thing and to tell the truth, whatever the social cost may be.